Ooh, welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Number 40. Big one, huh? Yeah, you're right. Out of all the packages I have received over the years, ones that people have sent and others that I'd ordered myself, this is the least hardcore taped one so far. Except for this last bit. There we go. No match for that knife. Oh. What do we have here? But a box in a box. Okay. There's going to be some spoilers here. Some candy for Craig. I don't eat that kind of candy. Wow, it's a different color. The candy should have given it away. Not to what the item is, but to who it's coming from, because on the package it said that company. That sweet company with the water. Sweetwater. Compliments of that dude right there. Oh. Oh, it's heavy. Not really. The mixer is here. Yeah, you're right. I've been waiting for this for a while. This is not the original one that I'd ordered. A while ago when I ordered my mixer off of Sweetwater, it was in stock when I ordered it, and I took a while to figure out which one do I want. It was a Behringer one, the one right below this. So this is an upgrade. But it was in stock, right? And it said it would arrive at a certain time. A few days later, maybe 2 days, I get a phone call out of the blue. Luckily, I was right there at the phone. I had just finished a cup of tea in the morning, so I was awake. And I saw it said Sweetwater. I was like, maybe this is not a robocall. So I answered it. Okay, so one of the things when you start buying stuff from Sweetwater that you'll find is you get a personal assistant, you know, a sales rep that deals with your account. Every time you order something, it goes through them. Say if you have questions, if they're off that day, they're going to be deferred to someone else. But if you have a question, it goes directly to them, and they'll text you back and forth about it. You can ask them anything, talk about anything with music. Now, they do have like this, some of them, not all of them, they do have a personal approach to it, so they are personable. We did talk a little bit about fishing. This rep, his name is Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. Thank you so much. Fort Wayne, Indiana is where this company is based, and so is the sales rep, Jordan. Thank you again, Jordan. Jordan told me that, you know, there was a mishap. They oversold that. So I was unlucky. I'm going to have to wait, he said. You know, it could be 2 or 3 weeks because they have an order. It's coming, but it's got to cross the ocean, right? And that just lagged on. And I decided I'm tired of waiting. I've got this set in my mind. I'm working on it, but I need this to truly work on it, truly get it together. I've got the story remembered and, you know, everything in chronological order and everything. I just need to work on the rest of the set. So the first one was a 12-channel mixer, but technically only an 8-channel because the last 4 are just stereo channels. Here's my power supply for the mixer. This is an actual 12-channel mixer. Or, you know, it just has more channels than the other one and more bells and whistles. Here we go. So this one, it does have effects on the board. Let me get it out of the package. Oh, not only did they send candy, they always send candy. They don't always send this. Got some free salt. It's not salt. Not giving that to Craig, even though he likes salt. Silica gel. So I don't think it's technically a true 12, but it has more channels than the other one. You know, sometimes they'll say, oh, this is an 8-channel mixer, but you only have, oh, I take that back. This is a true 12 because I see, I'll explain what I'm talking about. Anyway, some mixers will say that they're an 8-channel mixer or whatever the number is, but the last channels will just be like RCA lines in. You can get creative with that, but they're not going to have everything else. Like, they're not all going to have an XLR in. So on this one, 1 through 8 has your mic lines in and your regular lines in, and then once you get to 5 and 6, they're split between left and right. So on channel 5 you can have the left, and on channel 6 you can have the right, but you can also put separate signals through that, and then it goes on like that. Split channels L and R, right, left and right, but those can take any signal, or you can do a left right thing. Doesn't necessarily, because down here you have a balance. So if you're just coming in on channel 5 with a patch, if you want that to be on the left or the right, you would move the balance to the left or the right. But if you keep it dead center, it is still going to come out as a stereo line in. You know, it's going to be in stereo. It's not going to be on just that sound on the left or the right. Does that make sense? Yeah, you're right. There's a lot that I can do with this. So the reason why I chose this kind of mixer, because you can get mixers for like nothing, like super, super cheap. But this one's not super expensive or super cheap. The reason for that, and the reason why I chose this, or this particular kind, see these levers here? That gives it more musicality. You can play this a little more like an instrument, because you set, these are all your levels for your channels, and you can set them accordingly or move them up and down, you know, play them like an instrument. Whereas the cheaper mixers, the ones that cost like under 50, even like you can get them for 20-something dollars, those are just dials, just knobs. And they can be little and fiddly, you know, and in the dark, like if you, like in my situation, sometimes I might be playing in my studio under very low light and trying to find the right knob and the right setting. A little difficult, but easier with levers. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's some directions in there. So yeah, this has got a USB out on it. That means it has a built-in audio interface. I'm an analog guy. I have been making stuff in analog for a long time. I don't do much in digital. I have, but I don't like to write in digital on the laptop, like in, you know, DAW or something, or, you know, some studio editor like Audacity or a GarageBand. I prefer to do everything analog. So what happens here is that all my analog stuff comes through my channels, and then on my line out, my USB, it comes out digital. That way it'll work with like the YouTube live streaming platform. Very excited. This is an actual rain day. Well, the afternoon is. It's blowing out there around, it says 16, but it's around 20. In some places they're gusting up to 20. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fish. Boudreaux stood me up last night. So yeah, bucket's coming this afternoon. We might just woodshed. That means get in there work some stuff out. I'm so happy. You don't know how happy I am. Very, very happy. Very happy, in fact, to open this letter here. This is the actual fan mail coming from Maryland. Yeah, you're right. Might be a short read because I only feel the weight of the envelope. But it is a happy day in the House of Hood here. Got the mixer. Yeah, you're right. Very happy about that. Ooh, little note in here. Let's see what it is. Dear M. Hood, my name is Lionel. I am writing to make sure that this is your correct address because I would like to send you something. I know that you are busy, so here is my email where you can reach me so I can send it off. It was just a box check. Yeah, you're right, Lionel. Is your last name Richie? I'm sorry. You guys remember Lionel Richie? Yeah, you're right. He's got a good-looking daughter. He actually made a lot of good music. I mean, that music was in the air when I was growing up. Like when I was a little kid growing up in the 80s, I remember Lionel Richie getting played way too much when I was at the skating ring. Yes, I used to go to skating rings a lot. And then, you know, they started disappearing. So, I'm going to get off the air here and get in there, knock this video out, really look hard at the weather, see if I can get out. It's, like I said, a gray, blue, miserable day out there, kind of windy, still kind of cool. We're still in this post-cold front, and we might get a lot of rain later, which is good for the plants, not good for getting out and doing stuff, but, you know, rain can be good for fishing too, but it's more of a long-term thing than it is in the meantime. You know, it keeps you inside, and it might mess things up for a few days, but it does have a positive effect in the long run. You know, it is good, even though it seems bad when it's occurring. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Yeah, you're right. And thanks for subscribing, guys. And I will see you next time.